That's our stopped T. Might not notice. That is the T changing to a D. Notice some. We can cut off the TH because it is a reduced word as well. Do you see how this is making English seem faster and faster the more that you learn these tips and tricks? Let's try to say this sentence together twice. I'm going to say it relatively slowly first because it's getting a bit more challenging, and then we'll say it a little bit faster together. Speak out loud with me. Are you ready? I'm not a teacher and I might not notice them. I'm not a teacher and I might not notice them. Great work. All right, my fifth and final tip to help you understand fast English conversations is to grow your vocabulary. I've had so many students tell me that as they are practicing their listening skills, they are coming upon so many new words that even if they could understand the words, they don't know what they mean. So I want you to grow your vocabulary right now. We're going to take a look at 3 different phrases that might be new to you, and I want you to be able to use them and be able to understand them as well. The first one is drives me insane. Dan said, yeah, it drives me insane to be in the passenger seat while she's driving. And here he's talking about just going crazy. You could say, yeah, I go crazy when I'm in the passenger seat, but it is more common to say it drives me insane. There are some variations of this phrase, like it drives me bonkers, or it drives me up the wall. And these all mean the same thing. It makes me feel crazy when I'm in the passenger seat. I want to know what drives you insane. What drives you up the wall? Our second vocabulary phrase that will help you to understand fast English conversations, especially if it is a new word for you, is a backseat driver. Now, the trick of this expression is that you are not in the back seat. Usually this means you are in the passenger seat and you are giving lots of unwanted tips about driving to the driver. Nobody likes a backseat driver. But if you have ever been driving and the person beside you is just giving you lots of tips, oh, watch out, he's merging. Oh, it looks like they're slowing down. Slow down. You can say, stop being a backseat driver. It doesn't mean they're in the backseat, but it just means they're giving too many unwanted tips. And the third great vocabulary phrase that you need to know to understand this conversation is a phrasal verb to point out. But we often insert it in this phrase. Point it out. Point it out. So in the conversation, Dan said, I have trouble not pointing it out to her. If there's something going on the road, he can't stop himself. He has to point it out. Now, he could have used a more simple expression and just said, I have trouble not telling her, but you want to be able to use real English that real English speakers use in the real world, right? And this phrasal verb is one of them. So when you can understand, point it out, you can use it as well. So let's take a quick look at how all 3 of these expressions were used in the conversation, and then we'll come back for a challenge sentence. Your final challenge sentence. Are you ready?